Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Banner Saga. We are still with this group of Luden and names, I'm so bad at them. Luden and Hakon as the leaders of this company, slowly making our way to the east. We have a couple of conversations to have with some of these new characters that just joined our fighting team. Yrsa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb toward Luden's tent. No, here for you. Oh. Can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get the two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You don't talk? It's about the flaming arrows. You're Luden's bodyguard? Well, this has been fun. You don't talk. No. You do, though. I don't. It's about the flaming arrows. Or she smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. She watches you expectantly. It's about the flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and Fire don't get along. Really, why not? All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them... She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of her wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly, a bird combusts in a tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. She watches you expectantly. You're Luden's bodyguard. No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Luden? Luck. She watches you expectantly. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakon? You stop and look over your shoulder. I'm a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. I like her. She's fun. You have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book-reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What do you want to know? What's a Varl doing working for Luden? What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Luden killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where'd you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself, and you'll figure it out. Does Luden understand that? Luden doesn't even understand the half of his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Bercy grins, pleased with himself. What do you want to know? I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Luden alive, got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Well, I guess we're ready to keep going. We've got plenty of supplies, morale is great. Might as well head out. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join to take orders from Hakon. says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot. Not willing to die for him either. Make your presence known but walk on. Challenge the Varl to a fight, threaten them loudly, or blindside him. I don't think Hakon really wants to be in charge. So the idea of fighting someone because they don't, or threatening them because they're unhappy about Hakon's position, when he's already unhappy about his position as well, feels weird. I'm just going to make my presence known, but walk on. Just let them know that I heard them, but not going to start anything right now. They'll get a chance to get used to us being in charge, probably about the same time that Hakon gets used to himself being in charge. Make your presence known, but walk on. Not sure Vognir would have been happy to hear that. You growl loudly. The Varl flinches at you as you walk past without looking his direction. In the distance, you can hear his friends laughing at his misfortune. Hopefully he doesn't become like that drunk guy in the other company that just kept being a problem person that we should have just taken care of early on. A small gathering of tents comes into view. Group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Degler, as one does. His expression turns. Dread started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, thought the Godstone to be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Assure them the way to Strand is clear and see them off. Ask if they have anything to trade. We will start with trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. You're off to deal with those dredge? You nod. We could part with some supplies if you need them. We'll take them. How much? I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we could ask. I have one request, though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we're safely in Strand. You agree, and the merchants continue onward. Alright, morale is starting to go down. It's still good. Caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Mogir, who tells you, Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vedrfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asked Mogir. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties, or you can take the burden on yourself with a harder battle but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Interesting. So there's a different battle system where we can decide how many we're fighting to adjust how many we end up losing. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 489 of them. That is a very specific count for a quick count. You have 185 fighters and 466 Varl at your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Charge formations. Hold them off. Retreat. Oversee. Not sure what oversee would be in this case. So press your advantage feels like charge. Like at least the first four feel like scaling amounts of aggression. Charge is just rushing in. Formations is move in, but in formations. At least that's how I'm reading these. Hold them off is stand still and just try and be a line. Retreat is we can't take this, we need to run. Not sure oversee. Press the advantage sounds like charge, but it feels to me like being in formation is generally your best strategy. But if we're trying to just push them because they're already nervous, then maybe charge. but it does seem a little reckless. But we have much higher numbers. Particularly a Varl. Let's just charge. You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you in the thick of battle where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Yeah, then let's rush into battle. You gather your allies and tell them to get ready to lead the attack. Okay, I think we're going to go with the 6 we had already planned. So we're leaving Bearsea out. I think we might put Yrsa earlier. Yeah, maybe. He's going to be my heavy hitter, so having him move in... no. I think Eric in the back makes sense because he's going to be primarily support. I don't know. This seems fine. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of enemies. And they're not giving me a bunch of positions to organize. Ideally, I want you farther back. This is going to be a problem group. $16 armor on these guys. Yikes. We're going to need our break guys just standing here taking out armor on both these guys. And everyone else is going to have to do what they can to deal with the small guys in the meantime. Yeah, we don't know the order they're going to go in, but there are a lot more of them than us, which means we have an advantage of our people going more regularly, which is good. Man, I don't like this. As I currently have this organized, I've got him taking on this whole group of 4, whilst everyone's helping out here, which I don't think is a tenable solution. Possibly some of you guys are going to help down here. I don't know. We'll go with that. It's probably fine. Alright, you are first. You need to get some break-in on them. Bring the Pain, I think, wasn't... It is break. You... Yes. Yes. So I could have you do that, which does 2 break, and if it attacks you, back. Otherwise, I could attack, do 2 break, even 3 break. It still costs a single willpower. Feels like this is the better choice. Because it's a guaranteed 3 break, as opposed to the other one is 2 break with the possibility of a 3rd if they attack. Oh, going for strength damage. Okay. Well, I want you here helping out with this break. And if I'm willing to spend a bunch of your willpower, we can get 5 break here. And I am willing to spend that. Alright. Let's say I put you here and just get some damage in. That'll get him to 9 damage, which makes this guy essentially no threat at that point. We can just leave him on the battlefield and ignore him. I mean, he'll be doing break on us, which isn't good. But he can't really do kills on us. Ugh. Okay, Luden could get involved with this guy, but there's no need. Or I could send him at the cost of willpower to help out with either of these. What's your strength? Your strength is 10. 8 armor. Let's send you here. Then you've got your impale ability. Sadly, she's not lined up to take the shot, because he's taken a good amount of armor damage. Strength 6, so you're not going to be getting through them very well. Let's put you here, so that you're lined up for future attacks. Then I could slag and burn. If I chose something like that, explodes in a 5-tile area, leaving 2 coal. Or do I target, say, that square? Assuming by 5-tile area, they mean, you know, a plus area. That hits them. We'll give it a shot, see what it does. Yeah. Ooh. So now you could get involved. But you can't really do much damage yourself. And I don't want you walking over the coals. Could grant willpower, but I don't think anyone needs it at the moment. What are these symbols? I just saw them. I don't know. I mean, you could do break. Better than doing nothing on your turn, I suppose. Ooh, that's very not good. Probably no one else can get over here to help her. Do I send you over here just to get... I mean, you can only do 2 damage. You're not going to help out with that. No. Let's have you focus here. Keep taking out their armor. Ouch. You could get over here and do a little bit more to help. But you're primarily break focused. Strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. Yeah. Let's just focus down on you. Get some good damage on both of them. We're gonna be fine. She might drop, but from what I've read online, you don't actually lose characters from them falling in these fights. Characters only die in story events, which still feels really odd to me. I only do 2 damage to you. Could do Tempest, that would kill him, and I'd rather him have a wasted turn. So I'd rather not. Could focus on Break on you. It's not his specialty. Or do I just get some damage in? That way he does less damage to us. I think so. Let's reduce your strength. Alright, what to do about you? I mean, if you weren't there, I could push him into the coals, which would be fun. But unfortunately, that's where you're at. But I guess this guy's becoming less of a threat, so maybe I don't need to focus on him. Lots of bleed damage there. Nice. Okay, you are in trouble. Fortunately, your strength is just gone at this point, so you're not going to be able to do much damage regardless. She didn't start with much strength either. We use a willpower to run away. Then we could slag and burn. Right here. It'll hit him and leave some coals. Hopefully so that if he chases after her, he'll get burned. I'm hoping the coals are there. And they are. Good. Can you help out with this fight? Anyone need willpower, I guess, is a question as well. And the answer seems to be no. I can't scroll up to see how much willpower you have? Okay. Thought there was a way to... Oh, there we go. Click and drag. Perfect. Yeah, you don't need willpower either. So we'll send you here. Alright. You... You do 12 strength. Yeah, we need this guy's armor still down farther. Okay, they are ganging up on you now. You're in a bit of a rough spot. Mainly because you're just getting so low on armor. What are we gonna do? Could pull you back so that you can take out this guy's armor a bit farther. And have a harder time with them, a lot of them getting around to him. This one would still be able to move forward. So it's not like you'd be fully out of harm's way. Okay. They avoided the coals, unfortunately, but kind of expected. Alright, now you can take out a lot of this guy's health. And at that point, we don't really need to be that worried about him either. Besides the brakes are still a problem. I could have you do an impale on him. Or here, just to get a bit of strength damage in. Yeah, we'll start taking some damage on not... Oh, you've got reach. I keep forgetting that. Impale has to be adjacent. You could attack with your spear from a square away. Alright, are you lined up to shoot anyone? No. Let's move somewhere. If I had her here, is that close enough to slag and burn? I think if I did it in that square, it would hit him as well, which I don't want. I don't know. I'll find a spot for it. I think slag and burn is best for her because her strength is so low that she's just not going to be doing damage. We could arguably do a little bit of break. Slag and burn feels better. That's going to hit our own team. Same with there. We'll go with that. Okay, what to do about all of you? You're out of willpower, so I think giving you more is the thing to do at the moment. Get a rally in. More attacks on you. Ugh. What was your ability? Yeah, I don't know about that. Breaks an enemy armor and punishes them for retaliating. I know there are some enemies that hit multiple times, and for them it probably makes sense to use the Bring the Pain, but otherwise, if I'm gonna be using a willpower, it makes more sense to use it that way and just get a guaranteed extra break. Alright, you're gonna fall soon. This targets the enemy and adjacent enemies. Okay. You're still trouble. You're a bit of a problem. And you're a bit of a problem. You kind of have a bunch that are nearly dead. And then a few that still have some worry. Should I just start finishing off some of these other ones? Kind of thinking I should. Send you over here, but take out this one. Yeah, you're gonna be in a bad spot soon. Who's next? You are. Then you. Then you. Okay. So if I can take you down sooner rather than later. And probably taking you down with an ability that doesn't care about your armor makes sense. Oh. Alright, Hakon's down. Not ideal. Well, you can slag and burn this guy. We're gonna win. The question is just how much damage are we gonna take? How many more people are gonna fall in that process? Okay. Luden got a kill from the bleed. Let's have you take out this one. You can't actually. He's got too much armor. Well, whatever. You can get him nearly dead. Luden will be able to do the last damage. Or I could have you do Tempest. Which should kill him and do an extra bit of damage there. Not a kill. Good damage, though. Okay, you could technically get here and attack him, ignoring his armor. Or just keep taking out the ones that are nearly dead. Let's move you here. Your attack can attack at range and just do the last damage here. So he got a promotion. Nice. Oh, she's gonna drop. Yep. Ugh. Okay. It is what it is. I don't think there's any consequences to people dropping. At least that's my current theory. Alright, and the last two only have a handful of health each. Promotion earned there. And I guess we let you have the final kill. Bit of a rough fight, but success. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party. but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. Is the chance to loot your enemies if we kill a few more? It's my assumption of how it's phrased. But I would think charging down and killing more, we're not looting the ones here. Although pulling back before they regroup also doesn't imply staying here and looting. So yeah, let's kill a few more before as they flee. You attack any dredge still brave enough to face you. Okay, so yeah, we've got our same group here. What was this again? I've forgotten. I want to say it's a way for us to get more willpower, maybe. And you guys come back fully up, but we're still down on armor and strength. Okay, this is... Probably should have thought about that decision a little more carefully. You're out of willpower, so... no, don't actually get in people's way. Maybe pull back here, and then you can't rally because you're out of willpower as well. Let's click the button, see what happens. Okay, that did give me a willpower. And it didn't use my turn. I probably need to keep a better eye on that so I can just give back willpower. And then we'll rally you. Alright, attack you. Get some break in. Might have you just go for a kill. Or, no, probably not go for a kill. Let's just sort of maximize damage to some extent. How much? You only have 1 willpower more. We're not going to spend it here. Just get 7 damage in. So now he'll have a harder time getting in and doing any real damage to us. If you stayed here to attack... Okay, you can guarantee the 1 point. Or if you move forward... then... you would get the bleed. He still needs to move. Yeah. Let's... impale you. Now you're getting tons of bleed to move up to us, which feels pretty good. Let's have you grab another willpower. Pull back a bit farther. And then rally someone else. We'll rally you. Alright, that one's nearly taken care of. Let's see what you can do against you. More armor damage. Perfect. You could easily kill that one. Or do some heavy damage to this one. But that puts you in a position where he's going to hit Or I could get you here to help out in these fights. Which may be the smarter choice because Ludo's in trouble. Getting a bit surrounded. Oh, didn't notice that. Oh. Yep, you're down. Not down. That's that one. Okay, you're... No, that's... here. Even if I pulled back, it would just move there. It'd get some strength damage because it's still under the effects of bleed, I think. But regardless, it's probably not going to walk that far. I'm going to do this. It's 2 strength damage, ignoring armor, essentially. What to do about you? Since you're at 1 strength remaining, let's just pull you back. See if you can rally someone else. You're probably going down this next turn. Alright, your strength is too low to really get any damage here. I think I need him to start taking out the ones that are low armor, high strength. And I need you to be taking out armor. I'm assuming you're going to get attacked by both. Okay, and you're down. No, because he took out armor. Brilliant. Well, they're both not really a threat anymore. I can't get over to that one. Yeah, you've got enough armor that you can survive most of these weaker guys. So... what do we do here? Oh yeah, I don't want you walking through the fire. That's a problem. That is a problem. Because you're going to take more strength damage, and that's your focus, is you need to have your strength. Do I just start moving in this direction to help out later? Maybe. I don't like it, but I think that's the smartest choice at the moment. Oh, dude, no. Why did you walk that way? That was the whole point, is that I was trying to get... Alright. There are ways for me to direct their movements, I just don't think about it. Ugh. Let's not do that. Instead, impale. There you go. Take some strength damage. Ooh. Okay. Now all of our guys have no strength. That's going to make taking out the enemy challenging. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to succeed here. Because we don't really have means of taking you out. We'll grab that last bit of morale, which I could rally to someone else if I thought it would really help. Or I could attack here and get some extra break on him. Bring him down to 6. I don't think that's going to matter. Let's rally you, since you're able to ignore enemy armor with your ability. Okay. Needed you not to fall. Didn't realize you still had 10 health left. We'd gotten your armor down. No, I think we're going to lose here. Because I can get a guaranteed damage on him at the cost of willpower. But I can't kick him back, so he's not going to get bleed. I don't know. I don't know. Let's have you take on this guy. It's another renown. I need your strength down. I don't know how to make that happen. So I can attack, but 30% is garbage. I could break. But no one has enough strength to even get close. Because you're 1 strength, you're at 5, so you're getting close. If we can get his armor down enough, eventually Luden will be able to start doing damage to him. Someone with strength needs to take this guy out. He has no armor, so we just need to get in there and get a solid strike on him before he gets a strike on our guys. Yeah, I think he might need to focus him down just to get his health down enough that we're not taking that strength damage. He's going to fall regardless to one of these. My highest strength guy is Eric here, which is... No. Is Luden. Ludo? Luden? Luden. Alright, you take the last willpower. Let's attack here. Get more break-in. It's taking more strength damage, which is good. Ooh. Okay, Luden's now back down to no health like everyone else. Good stuff. Let's pull you back here. Start getting some strength damage in. Okay, Ludin, you still have willpower. So impale him, and that'll kick him back onto the coals. Or not. Yes. Perfect. You only have 1 health. Why does it want you to walk on the coals? So I can send you that way to do 1 damage there. Don't think that really helps us. You're 1 damage here. What can you do? You've got good armor, but with 1 damage, it's like, I mean, you could do 1 damage here. Well, you have the possibility of doing a damage there, or the possibility of doing some damage here. Nothing you can do to help out in that fight. You don't have willpower, so you can't do your whirlwind, sadly. And yeah, all you can do is 1 damage. Okay, your strength is getting down. That's good. What? Scourge uses his weapon to summon an ally to the battlefield. No, please don't. No. Alright, I think we just keep trying to wail down on the ones with the most strength. Doing our best not to kill any of them, because they're distracting from this guy having his turn. Oh, you summoned a new one. Okay, we're screwed. We might have been able to pull this off, but that screws us over. I have no means of handling that. Oh, and I should not have stepped forward, because I don't have the willpower to do the impale. And now you're just going to get smashed. Okay, we've lost. I should not have been greedy to go for the second fight. So mad. There was a chance without that guy getting summoned, but with him in the fight, we have no chance of winning this. Alright, let's just start taking out these guys. Yeah, and all we can do at this point is try try to hit. He's got too much armor, and I could take a bunch of turns trying to break his armor, but ugh. Okay, that worked. And you're down. We've just got this guy left, but we have 2 guys with limited armor and 1 strength. Let's pull back. And turn. Okay, rest has to be without moving. I'm hoping we can get it to walk through the coals. If I'm lucky. I don't think it can get to us. It didn't go through the coals, unfortunately. But we did get some willpower back. Let's see. I'll rally you. I can't get to it, so I'm assuming it can't get to me. Let's just rest here. And you run away. Yeah, again, I can't get to it. So let's rest. Okay. We are playing a deadly game here. Yeah, I have no plans though. Because neither one has good break. You've got exertion 1, so that means I can do 2 break and then it kills you. And then he can do 2 break and then it kills him. That's my plan. You're already maxed on willpower. But I don't really want you to move forward, because I'd rather him move up closer to us. I was hoping I could get him to walk over these, but that does not seem like that's going to happen. And he's chasing us down. Oh, that might be too close. I can't rally you. You're already maxed on willpower. And even if I tried to use willpower to get closer, I can't. So run with willpower. Hopefully you survive. Okay, we're now close enough that we can get in and get some swings off, but I think we've lost. Almost certainly. So Tempest. Normal strength damage. Now, if I did this, I could apply 2 break. But on his turn, if he attacks, we die. And by if, I mean win. Or I could do a 30% chance of doing damage. Let's start applying break. I think same with you. You're out of willpower, so we'll grab one for you. You have 2 exertion. We'll grab 2 willpower for you. Then apply 2 break. Or 2 willpower, so 3 break. Whoever survives can then... No, not do any damage. Let's grab the last 2 willpower there. If I hit, I do 3 damage, which will limit how much damage he does to us, but it won't be enough. Defeat. Did we actually lose those units? I'm hoping not. They wouldn't... No. Surely not. You black out as you fall, and come to again amongst the warriors who were able to escape the battle. They carried you from the scene. You've lost a lot of good warriors. Not much left to do but push on. Morale declined. Ugh. I shouldn't have kept going. I was greedy. Didn't realize that they were going to send 5 more units and we'd be... I didn't understand what they were saying. I guess is where I'm coming from. That... how I would be down the 2 warriors and down all of our willpower and down all of our health and armor. Mogr comes to you sporting a dour expression. There are more warriors than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting or stumbling around. Humans seem to be suffering from something too. We're pushing too hard? Some kind of disease? Something to do with the dredge? Something to do with the dredge. I can't prove anything, but I think some of the rations may have been poisoned. Before you can respond, he continues, don't spread paranoia. It may be nothing. I found nothing wrong with the food, and most of us aren't ill. What do you think? Keep trusted Varl on watch. Keep asking around, threaten the group. No need to foster suspicion over stomach aches. Let it blow over. Might not be the food. See if you can find some other connection. Keep some trusted Varl on watch. Mogr swears a few Varl to secrecy and has them keep a close eye on the supplies. Let's camp. Let's see how our heroes are doing. Injuries. 1 or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have penalties to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in camp. So that's how many days they're going to be injured. Oh no. Well, we could rest. We've got lots of supplies. It would boost morale and mean that we're not in danger of them fighting while injured. I'm gonna put an end to this episode here, though. And next time, we'll probably rest in camp for a bit to get our injuries dealt with before we continue on. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.